Please help to me reach 1,000 subscribers. People say we hurt the people who love us most. I used to think it was just a saying, until I became the proof. Because sometimes the person you betray is the same person who once rescued you from the worst moments of your life. To this day, I still don't understand what part of me broke. People cheat because they feel lonely, ignored, or unsatisfied. But me? I betrayed the one man who literally saved me when I was at my lowest. 3 years ago, my life was in pieces. I'd been trapped in a violent relationship, isolated from everyone who cared about me, convinced no one would ever pull me out. One night, after it got unbearable, I finally ran. No direction, no plan, I just moved until my legs burned and my lungs ached. That's when Ryan appeared. It was pouring rain. I sat on the curb in front of a locked diner, shivering and sobbing like I couldn't breathe. Ryan, a paramedic wrapping up his shift, spotted me. He didn't bombard me with questions. He simply sat beside me while the rain soaked both of us. When I finally managed to speak, he took me to the ER, stayed until the doctors were done, and then brought me somewhere safe, his sister's home, because he didn't want me going back alone. The next morning, he helped me file charges, pack my belongings, and get a restraining order. He didn't just save my body, he helped rebuild my life. Slowly, piece by piece. Over the next few months, we kept talking. He never pushed, never made me feel indebted. And when we eventually became a couple, it felt like stepping into a dream. For the first time in years, I felt protected. Valued. For 2 whole years, we were everything I ever wanted. Ryan understood my triggers, celebrated my progress, supported my healing. Every small win, moving into my own place, returning to school, sleeping without fear, he treated like a milestone. Then came Evan. He was in my psychology class. Witty, sarcastic, someone who made even boring lectures entertaining. At first, he was just a classmate. I loved Ryan. That love felt steady. But then the late-night messages started. The memes. The casual, "you awake?" texts that somehow never felt inappropriate until they were. I kept telling myself it was nothing. Then one afternoon during a group project, everyone else left early, leaving just the 2 of us. One moment we were laughing over a dumb video, and the next moment we crossed a line. We kissed. And in that instant, my brain shut off. I didn't think about Ryan, our history, or everything he'd done for me. I just slipped. The next morning, the guilt hit me like a punch. I avoided Evan, convinced it was a single terrible lapse. But then he reached out. "We need to talk." That talk became another mistake. And then another. I can't fully explain why I kept returning to him. It wasn't because Ryan lacked anything. It wasn't because I was unhappy. It was something darker, a mix of adrenaline, secrecy, and a twisted belief that I didn't deserve the kind of love Ryan gave me. Almost like I was subconsciously trying to sabotage the good before it left me. But destruction doesn't wait. It comes fast. One Friday, Ryan came home early from a back-to-back shift. I was in the shower, unaware he'd walked in. When I came out wrapped in a towel, he was on the bed, holding my phone. "Who's Evan?" My heart stopped. There are no right answers in that moment. Not when the man who saved your life is sitting there with trembling hands, trying to keep himself together. Ryan didn't scream. He didn't break things. His voice was calm, steady, almost clinical, like he was treating his own heartbreak like a patient. Was it only once? No. Do you love him? No. Then why? I had nothing. No explanation that could justify it. He didn't throw me out. He just said he needed space. He slept on the couch that night. By morning he was gone. For weeks I tried to apologize. Texts, calls, emails. Silence each time. His sister finally responded, telling me he was staying with her. She didn't yell either. But the disappointment in her voice cut deeper than anger ever could. After a month, Ryan agreed to meet me. I went hoping for a miracle. But the second I saw him, I knew there wouldn't be one. He didn't look furious. He didn't look devastated. He just looked finished. "I saved you once," he said quietly. "But I can't save you from yourself." That was the last conversation we ever had. It'd been a year. Evan and I didn't last. Relationships built on betrayal usually don't. I've tried dating since, but every time someone shows genuine kindness, I'm reminded of Ryan. Of the man who sat with me in the rain. The man who fought for me when I couldn't fight for myself. The man whose love I threw away like it meant nothing. People describe regret as a weight you carry. But to me, it feels more like a whisper that follows you, an echo of the moment you destroyed the one connection you thought would last forever. If I could speak to Ryan now, I'd apologize. Not to win him back, just because he deserved someone who valued what he offered. Someone who recognized his love as the lifeline it was. And I let it slip right through my fingers. I still repeat that same question he asked me. What? I don't have an answer. Sometimes the deepest pain isn't losing the person you betrayed. It's realizing you shattered the trust of the one soul who believed in you more than you believed in yourself. And that kind of guilt doesn't fade. Not with time. Not with distance. Not with anything.